think the best thing I ever did was say this dream out loud to the people who care about me the most. And when you're stuck, you raise your hand.
Having someone that can be there with you to navigate that without any sort of judgment.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Whitney. This is the Use Your Fear podcast.
That sounds about right. Oh, yeah. Sabotage.
Yeah, you have some Beastie Boys in there. Yeah.
We need to add Beastie Boys to the playlist.
We can add it to the playlist. We just can't add it to anything we do.
Well, of course.
It costs money.
No, but it's in our Spotify playlist.
But we could also talk to, do you remember the comedy group we used to always go see?
Yeah.
One of the guys from it, or two of the guys from it, started their own Beastie Boys cover band.
Stop it.
Yes. They've been around for forever. It's called Rhymin' and Stealin'. Yeah. We should totally be like, hey, you guys want to be on our podcast?
I am here. I'm here. I'm present. I was living through a little panic disorder
moment. Are you
moment.
more nervous because we're here again in person doing it?
Probably. I don't think that's all of it. I think it's part of it.
Okay.
I want it to go well.
Yeah.
I feel more in control, I think, when I have...
We can do more that way. We could do it that way.
I'm sure we'll do plenty like that. But look at this pretty fucking studio.
So you just face this way. I have this behind you.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
This isn't the time or place.
It's not, but we could totally rearrange again to create.
All right, well, I don't want to open that Pandora's box yet.
That's fine.
I'm not about that life.
Okay. One box at a time.
I can only handle so many. So I think this is a great way to end the series, because you're getting to know all of Michelle and Whitney, and especially with, like, I started today with, I have a panic disorder, and so my heart will race, my body will sweat profusely.
We have all the fans on us right now.
All the fans on right now, even the Beyonce one. I have my emotional support pillow. Yeah, I couldn't even, like, do my hair this morning or put, like, real makeup on. I'm a Southern girl, so you gotta have the mascara and a little bit of
the bigger the hair, the closer to that.
That's right. That's right.
Or is it the taller the hair? I don't remember.
Of those.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I would say that this is a really good. I mean, not to like make it, perfect timing, but like you said, this is a good end to our 4-part series, because this is the one that we talk about falling short.
Yeah.
And how are we overcoming that?
Literally
letting
fall
go.
short. We're in the afternoon now.
I know. I told her to be ready at 10. It is now 12:46. It's okay though.
Part of it was other things.
That's fine. It's okay. We did have a lot of mic issues, but we figured it out enough.
Yeah.
So
enough. It's not where we want it, but it's enough.
Editing is magic.
It is.
But the whole falling short, like, I feel we tried to record this episode the other night. Actually, we tried to record it a couple times. The first one, your internet went out.
Yes.
And then I started not feeling well, so I was like, I need to go take a nap and lay down.
Yeah.
And then I got a crazy migraine because I consumed gluten that day, and now my face is breaking out, and my C6, like the nerve off my C6 vertebrae locked up, and I'm just like, fantastic. So we're both just falling apart. Old. Put us in our home. But it's been, I think we both have felt like we're falling short on finishing this introductory series.
Yeah. Because it means, like, all of us is out there. And then after this, we focus on other people, which is so much more easier to do.
We got to rearrange the office. We got to figure it out. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. But I do, I feel like this has, did we have this grand, unrealistic idea of how
Never.
it was gonna
What is that? Unrealistic? What?
I don't know. What is...
That's not even in my vocabulary.
No, mine either. I think having this unrealistic idea of how... I mean, we're only episode 4 in.
I know.
And
you're great at seeing the realistic, because I can't see it yet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but I'm
we can
also,
do this, we can do that, da 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 da, and you're like, well,
I'm more comfortable in this type of an environment than you are, because I did school for it, and I did a bunch of video stuff for work and things like that. And you do all of these in-person amazing events, and it's all about the being there and present and the presentation of it, where in mine, like, I can go and fix these errors and mistakes, and we can have errors and mistakes and be fine and still come back and correct it. And you're trying, is that perfectionist piece. You're trying to have it perfect from the get-go, and it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
And that's why I think trying to edit and let you hear the evolving of the editing.
That was helpful.
Good. And I think once I finish editing the first few episodes, and you get to watch them and see what they actually... Okay, you get to listen to episode 1, and you get to watch the rest.
Yeah.
But...
Thanks for the reminder.
No, it's fine.
No,
it's fine. It's fine. But we're figuring out how this is going to work for us.
Yeah.
And as we...
We're figuring out the dance.
Yeah. We're learning. And that's part of what we're talking about is... We don't know all the answers. We're living in our fear right now.
Mm-hmm. We are.
And we're doing what we're asking others to do as we do this podcast.
Yeah.
And it's kind of poetic.
Yes. I just hope it's not a bunch of rambling.
Can you, since our last...
Can you embrace imperfection?
Can you?
I'm learning to.
Good.
I'm actually open to that. The old Michelle would be like, yeah, I embrace imperfection all the time. But
I'm low maintenance.
Yeah, I'm totally low maintenance.
I'm easygoing.
No, I'm not.
And that's okay.
There's nothing wrong with me.
No, you're not broken. You're not. You're my best friend. We're 20 years, like...
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong relationship.
Stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck with me.
Yeah.
You're my common law wife.
True.
Yeah. We're here. We're going to finish out this last of our Am I Enough series.
Are we enough?
I think so.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Do you?
I'm open to that idea.
Perfect. Let's figure it out as we go.
That's still a win.
Hey, baby steps to the elevator.
We are meeting each other where each other is at.
Exactly. And
that's what it's all about.
Give me your high, low, and Buffalo.
My high is an amazing date that my hubby set up for us. And it was perfect timing because what's up, Swifties? We're seeing each other right now. I see you, I hear you. And we went to the Candlelight Orchestra where they did Taylor Swift songs, which was even cooler because Taylor Swift announced a day or two before that she bought all of her music back.
It's amazing.
So I was like, I'm so happy for Taylor. And then we were like listening to like some of the old music and we were both giggling like school children. Like we just had so much fun. And then there was kids in the crowd and other people in the crowd getting all hyped up, and it was a cool experience. So that was my high. My low, I was at a doctor's appointment this week and I did not feel heard. That was my low.
That's hard.
Sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get a different doctor.
You have to speak up for yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like as people, we're afraid to a lot of times.
Yeah.
And when you don't have someone to speak up for you because you know your body best, and there's so many things out there that it's like, oh, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, going to another doctor, I think, is so important. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
What about your Buffalo?
My Buffalo, I'm struggling to share this. I've had a hard year. We've talked a lot about that, with my physical health, my mental health, everywhere in between. And I was cleaning the house, and not just like tidying. I was cleaning.
I have to say, this is the cleanest I've ever seen your bathroom.
When I was doing that, and I was actually like putting things in homes. I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't in a mindset to do that. So I was putting things away, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize in my head I had it that I would never do this again. That I would never have to do this again. Like, I wouldn't be here to do this again. And I was like, it was a moment of like, wow, I'm really proud of myself for going through what I just went through. I'm also proud of myself for recognizing like the ugly, because I haven't in a long time. I'm learning to do that. And normally I would just like, oh, don't think like that. Like, don't. And I sat with it, and it was real. And my mom called me kind of as soon as it was happening. So I told her, and I totally threw her off guard. She was like, oh. I was like, oh yeah, I guess this is kind of disturbing for some people. But she was like, no, I'm happy for you too. And so it was weird. It was like, oh, I'm going to be okay. Like,
yeah.
I do want to be here. I chose to be here.
Yeah.
And I'll continue to. Is that, yeah. I didn't tell you that ahead of time. I just sprung that on you.
Sure did. You sure did. I'm very happy you're here.
Yeah, me too. It just showed me like how far I've come.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's been a hard journey.
Yeah. 2025 was not what I thought it was going to be. And I think
0 stars.
Zero stars.
Do not recommend.
The second half, however, I'm all in.
So I guess now we're at 2.5 stars?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm at. That's my Hello Buffalo. How about you? Can I stop talking now, please? Thanks.
So my high was having my daughter come in town and being with her and my son, my husband, and having the family together for multiple nights, which was just much needed. And she hasn't been to the current house we're living in Austin. She's only been to the house we were in previously once. So, you know, she hasn't met Ripley. She hasn't met the kittens.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so she was in town, and that was definitely my high, getting to be with her. We watched and listened to episode 3 together. She really liked it. My low was putting Shadow down.
Yeah.
That was really hard. We went as a family to the vet. I'm actually not very happy with the vet techs. We will not be continuing to go to that vet. When we brought him in, they're like, oh, it's been over a year since he's been. I'm like, duh, like, he's 12 and a half. Like, we knew he was towards the end of his life. And so they're like, well, we need to give him a checkup. And I'm like,
yeah,
we're here because he's having a poor quality of life through mental, physical, all the things. And they're like, oh, don't worry, it won't cost you any money. And I'm like,
it's not what I'm worried about.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then we had to explain multiple times why we were putting him down. Because I'm sure there are people out there that
for sure.
will just, I'm tired of having a dog and take a dog in to go get euthanized.
Right.
Like, I am here with my husband and my children. One is 10 and one is 20. I'm not just here to put a dog down. Like, this is our family member.
Yeah.
And having to repeat and explain why he...
in front of the kids.
Right. And then, so they take him to the back to, you know, put his IV in or whatever that they put the medicine in through. And when they come back, the tech comes in first and she goes, hey, he's being a little head shy. which, you know, he's like...
He's always been like that.
He's always been like that, but he's like nipping at them. He never bites. He just nips. He just
it's like a warning.
Yes. And so then they're like, well, we put a muzzle on him. So they bring him in.
So his last moments are stressed out.
So stressed out. So he comes in with a muzzle. He's having a hard time breathing because his nose is not working well. And they're like, here's a doorbell, just ring it when you're ready for us to come back in. And I'm like, I'm ready now.
He's not going to be calm.
I'm like, he is...
This is over.
Freaking out. Like, you just took this moment from us.
Oh, my God.
Because of this. And they're like, well, we don't want him to attack you. I'm like, he's not going to attack me. And so this moment was shortened. And then, you know...
And twisted.
Yeah, my husband and son left because my son didn't want to be in there. And so my daughter and I were in there. And, you know, she was at his head and let him have his head in her lap. And when they gave him the medicine to make him drowsy, they did say, like, take the muzzle off. So his last seconds weren't with it, but...
Still.
Yeah, it just... It's not good.
No. That is a lasting impression.
I will not be back to that vet ever again. Like, my dog, my cats, we're finding another vet.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. What's been not surprising, but I guess can I just put another high?
Okay.
I celebrated my 2000th
there it is.
Day of sobriety.
There it is.
Yeah. I hit 2,000 days.
And you had your family with you.
I did. Oh, I guess I beat my buffalo. I ate gluten and I had a terrible reaction to it. So, so 2 highs, 1 shitty low, and then there's my buffalo. Yeah. No more gluten in this life.
Nope.
Hey, you.
Hey.
You know that you're not broken if you lose people along the way.
I'm not?
No, you're not. Or if you lose health along the way.
Oh,
you're still not
ouch.
broken. Yeah. I mean, I'm losing it too. It's fine.
Let's see.
Mental health.
Yeah.
But you're not broken.
I know. And it's hard losing people along the way.
It is. Be it them passing, be it the end of a chapter or friendship, things like that.
Relationships.
Oh, yeah.
So we're closing out this series of our podcast, introducing ourselves, and we are talking all about what happens when the path that you thought you were going to go on doesn't quite unfold the way you planned.
What?
Meticulously. Hyper-vigilantly.
Yes.
And it still doesn't fucking work out.
First, let's talk about outgrowing and being outgrown.
Yes, that's...
As people, we can outgrow friendships, but we can also be outgrown by others.
And I've noticed that stems a lot from boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you realize your boundaries aren't good, you need to readjust them. That ruffles some feathers along the way, too.
Yeah.
I have been someone who has not had boundaries.
You and my sister are similar in that sense.
Yeah.
Where my sister's been really focusing on creating boundaries in her life for her mental health and things like that. And it's important.
Boundaries are not a bad thing.
They are not.
I know. I was so focused on the other person in front of me that, it's just me. I'm not inconveniencing someone else. I'm just inconveniencing me.
Yeah.
And I can deal with that later. And later, and later, and later.
And then you just keep putting it off until you forget about it.
Yes. And then here we are. And then you have a rough 2025.
So would you say that you feel like maybe for you, the biggest cause of seasonal changes in relationships, be it friends or family or whomever, is more around setting yourself up with boundaries?
Yeah, even with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna eat healthier. I'm gonna start a workout routine. I'm gonna anything. You set up boundaries within yourself, and like with you and your sobriety, you set up boundaries of I'm, gonna stop drinking alcohol.
that definitely changes
Yeah.
dynamics within. It can change dynamics within marriages. It can change dynamics within family, within friendships, all kinds of stuff. I think I'm fortunate it didn't change the dynamic of my marriage. And, you know, my husband now is also sober, doesn't drink. He was more of the one that could just have one and put it down, but decided that it just didn't serve him well, so he may have like a non-alcoholic beer. I never even tried that. Like, I'll do the free bubbles at holidays and stuff, and that's the only time I ever, you know, indulge in something like that, but it's, again, non-alcoholic.
Right.
I didn't have a lot of friendships that changed due to my sobriety. I think just because we had already just, you know, moved to Fort Worth from Arlington, and so kind of our friendships were already adjusting anyway, with focusing more on being parents and things like that.
Being a parent, that has to change things.
Oh, for sure. When you're a parent, and then there's definitely been many times in my life where, you know, you're my best friend. You don't have kids. And it's like, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But then there's times where you're just like, God, I need another mom friend.
Yeah.
Or like, can we have a couples friendship? Like with somebody else that is going through similar things, and, you know, a married couple with kids and stuff. And I think that there's different types of friendships we need.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, becoming a parent, becoming sober. And as much as we don't want to talk about it on this because we want to keep it more away from these topics, but like religion and politics, I feel like can play a big role in it.
Across the board, religion, politics, and what's going on now. And
I've lost some friendships with the current political world we're in. I had a really great friend that I had known for years before Donald Trump's first administration. And when he became president, you know, I am not for him, and she was very much for him, and that's fine. But I had known her for a long time, and I'm like, can we please just not talk about politics? Like, you have your beliefs, I have my beliefs. We are never going to change each other's opinions on how we personally think about
I just
about
love
life.
you as a person.
Right. We have gone years without talking about this.
Yeah.
Can we just not?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't even go 5 minutes without it.
Yeah.
And then...
And I think both sides feel that way, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
No, you're fine. I mean, this is the first time you have, like, people wearing swag for...
Yeah.
A president.
Yeah. Like with me, like from my experience, right, I'm going through transitioning back into work. And so you have the ADA guidelines and like all the, you know, everything was on .gov for, you know, how to handle workplace accommodations and what those look like, what's realistic, what have others done and other companies done, how did you find a solution, what are key terms, all of that, based on each disability. And I went to go look that up as a resource because it's supposed to be a free resource, and it's not there anymore. And it made it harder
to your mental health.
That's what I felt like, you know, just coming, you know, that was my experience. Whatever side I'm on or not, like, that was my experience coming into it.
I mean, as I tell people that I manage all the time, I'm like, perception is reality.
Right.
And that's the perception you have, is that you felt very unsupported by a government who has supported in the past, and then all of a sudden it's all gone.
Well, I wasn't expecting to talk about this. I've had to
keep making you do that.
Do.
I'm sorry.
Right in the heels. I've had 2 ectopic pregnancies.
Yeah.
And I live in Texas.
Yeah.
And
you could have gone to jail.
Yeah.
you could have gone to jail and they would have preferred that you died.
And in those situations, people are like, oh, you can go to, California or whatever. And like, sure. But
it was an emergency.
It's an emergency.
Both times.
Yeah.
Both times it was an emergency. You didn't know.
No. It was literally, we are going to the emergency room and having surgery either right now or it was the very next morning. Like, There was no time to think. There's no time to plan. Like, It's just, this is what it is.
And the second time was during COVID. And so your husband couldn't be with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my home just crying, just talking with your husband, like,
Yeah. It was, There wasn't a lot of people in the hospital, which was kind of nice, but it was also kind of eerie.
Yeah.
And it was weird that, like, when I told him it was ectopic, I was in the appointment by myself, FaceTiming him. Like, and that was surreal too. Mm-hmm. And then, like, when he brought me to the hospital to have my surgery,
he had to sit in the car, right?
He had to sit in the car.
That was one of my other girlfriends. She had her baby during COVID, and her husband couldn't be in there with her.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I know.
And I understand what we were going through. We didn't know.
Relating to each other, I feel like I have more boundaries up with some people, and it's not that, oh, I'm mad at them for believing this way. Like, I can find common ground with anybody, knock on wood. But, religion, whatever background that is, we can find common ground.
As long as you're a decent person.
Be open to it.
Yeah.
It's there can't be shame, there can't be judgment.
Yeah.
And you just have to be open to each other, and I felt like a lot of people closed off and got very one-sided on each side. Like, I'm not saying
one's right and one's wrong.
No. But, like, relating to each other fell by the wayside. And that, I think, exacerbated the fear at that time. Yeah. Which is why it, like, came up so prevalent for me. The relatability between friends, family, all of that, I think there was just major shifts in that time. And
maybe it's part of getting older, too. Like, the things that you value in life change based on you and your thoughts and your preferences and things like that. And everybody's are going to be slightly different.
Yeah.
And people that you maybe had great connection with had a different upbringing, and their values are different from yours. So they just don't match.
Right.
I think you have mismatched availability, whether it's emotional or physical.
Yeah.
People go through hard times at different times. Like, we don't know what people are going through.
Yeah.
Others are also masking what they're going through.
Yeah, everybody handles things differently, and that can lead to potential someone getting pissed off because, oh, you didn't reach out, or but you don't. I don't know. For me now, I've learned that I need to get curious. Mm-hmm. I need to ask.
That's one thing I always try to think about and explain, and especially being a leader, I'll tell my team, I don't need to know, like, if they're having struggles with work, getting to work, things like that. I'm like, I don't need to know what is going on in your life, but you can let me know that you're going through a hard time so that I can do everything in my power to work with you to be accommodating.
Yeah.
I think in
you're not
life,
a parent.
No. I think in life we forget others go through stuff when we're going through hard times.
Yeah.
And then there's always going to be human nature's a little bit of a selfishness of thinking about ourselves. And I just think that's humankind. And we don't think about what others could be going through.
And from someone who's been going through it, like, I struggled too with, fulfilling, work, personal, family obligations, and I would be open about what I was going through, but also have a lot of shame on the other side of it because I was seeing other people hitting goals and doing cool things, and that used to be me. Why can't that be me? Why can't I just get over it?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I always the problem?
You have to go through your journey, though.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's hard to see.
I was very results driven.
What?
Yeah. My whole identity was based on the results that I had that week. Not even like, a few months ago I did something amazing. No, what have I done lately?
Yeah, you needed it constantly.
All the time. And it was that ADHD dopamine rush.
Yes.
I'm awesome. But yeah, a lot of things, and that's, again, a different way someone else goes through something, and when you don't have ADHD, you don't see that, you don't understand it. You may say, oh, you're going through a hard time, okay, but you don't actually know the inner workings of how deep that is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I did not realize... Well, and the person going through it, by the way, tries to minimize the shit out of it.
Oh. What?
I'm not a problem.
No.
I can fix this up real quick, and I'll be right back. Like, stop crying. Stop crying right now. And the more you think that, the more you cry. So... It's just a hard line. It's hard for the person going through it, and then it's also hard for the people who can't do anything about it. Like, it's not up to my boss to be my mother and to make sure I go to my doctor's appointments or something. I have to do the work to get there. On top of that, progress is not a straight line.
No.
So taking a medicine and then you don't know how that medicine is going to react sometimes, or how it reacts to another medicine. Or sometimes after a time passes, then it stops working completely and you have to start over again. So there's a lot of underlining things that we don't, as people, realize. Not just work, but family, friends. Mm-hmm. You just don't realize that there's a complete mismatch there.
I think we also put other people's expectations on ourselves.
Yeah.
I think
unrealistic expectations?
Like, we assume, and you know what they say about assuming.
It's an us of you and me.
Exactly. But you may assume what my expectations are of you. Same. Work, family, friends, all of that. We could assume that this is what this person wants, but in reality that might not be accurate. And that's another piece, is that we sit there and we have these ideas of what this person wants from us, and then we're not hitting it, so we're just doing it to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then that can cause your own internal fight and cause a breakup of a friendship,
Yeah. I think, and I've seen that happen, right? I've personally had a friend who, was going through a lot, she's very extroverted, and as I've been going through what I've been going through, I've noticed that my mask was to be extroverted.
That's that energy matching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when I started, I started internally going into myself, one, because I was having a hard time, and I was embarrassed. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to put this on anybody else. Like, I can handle it. Let me just crawl into a cave. I became more introverted. And I went the exact opposite way of the totem pole. And now I'm learning, what does the middle ground look like? Because
it's interesting that, as we're navigating this area in your life and everything, I'm part of this.
Yes, you are.
But that's because, we've been best friends for so long, and we support each other, and I'm your person that can help talk to you about everything. I like where our little group has
settled
into.
Yeah.
Our little Pink Pony Club. I love it. Like, it's a small group, which is fine. It's all people that are real, that are honest about things, and people you can say whatever to, and we don't judge each other. We sit there and it's interesting how everything can shift.
Yeah.
And it slowly settles, and then you find out who the real people are that you want to be around. But at the same time, when you've had friendships that were so important to you and they were there for a long time, losing them is hard.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's like going through a divorce, probably.
It is.
Or a breakup. But of a friendship, and whether it's a slow separation or it's a knockout fight or something, like, that is hard. I think about my college best friend, and I think about, the best friend that I lost to politics. I think about things like that, and it makes me sad. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, well, that was that chapter. Like, where are they in their life now versus where am I in my life now? And they don't match.
Right. It's like having a boyfriend and then you guys break up. It's the same kind of example. It's, you guys are you're not growing together.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
But it's hard. It
is so hard. But you have to, at the end of the day, protect your peace. Because, I mean, when you have that switch in your brain that you decide, oh, this is done, I think a lot of that stems from resentment for them, could be for you yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me think, was I a shitty friend?
Right. Yeah. I did this. Mm-hmm. And then you blame yourself.
Oh, 100%.
And you can try to reach out to that person and they don't want to, pick up the phone or answer the text, or they block you or stop sharing location with you. Am I speaking from experience?
What?
But I also have peace with it because
you learned a lot being friends with that person.
Yeah.
But maybe where you are in your life, in your journey, that relationship would not serve you well.
Yeah.
It wouldn't help you to continue to grow in this path that you're going on.
And it served me, I mean, we served each other so well.
Right.
At some peak of time. Like, we were there for each other for some really dark, tough times. And there were some things that we had both gone through that nobody else could understand. And so we would, cry to each other and tell each other what's going on. But then at the end of the day, we couldn't agree on what spending time together and what making a priority for each other look like, and also being open enough to be able to talk about, I'm going through something really difficult right now, and I can only be around one or two people. I can't make the drive. I can barely go downstairs.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of shame. I was living with a lot of shame.
Yeah, because you sit there and you think, was I the bad friend?
Yeah. And you know what? We both hurt each other. We both were not right. We're not wrong. Like, it just is how it played out. She's a good person. I would like to think I'm a good person.
You're a good person.
And things just don't work out, And I'm here if, things change or whatever, but I think there needs to be boundaries there for both of us.
And when you set those boundaries, I think that's where friendships change, because they're used to getting one aspect of you, and when you stop allowing them to have that full amount, you're being selfish.
Yeah. Ooh.
How dare you?
Ooh.
Yeah. But that's what I love about us is that, like, we've grown through so many different phases of ourselves, but I think we've always been very open and honest with each other.
Yeah.
About what we're going through and things like that. So we've been able to grow, and we're very similar in the way we think about things. Mm-hmm. So we just naturally have continued to grow together.
Yeah. Well, I think we moved boundaries together.
Yeah.
Like, I think, oh, I know this is going on in your life. Is this okay? Mm-hmm. Like, I'll be here whenever you need. Like, we've gone months without talking.
Or we go not even a day without talking.
Yeah.
So
now,
during our COVID times too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have that ebb and flow with a lot of really good friends of mine, where we'll, talk every day, and then I think that's part of being. That's growing up, kind of.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Life
does life.
And things shift constantly. That's all life does.
Yeah. I think, we do have a hard time of we outgrow people outgrow us, and that fear and grief of a loss of a friendship or a relationship. But there's also another point of an internal, loss of who we thought we would be.
Yeah.
Like, who did you think you were going to be when you grew up?
Oh my gosh. I was going to have, I was going to graduate by 24 and meet the man of my dreams at 24. And then we were going to get married by 26. And then,
Career-wise, though, what
career-wise? Oh my gosh. This was before Blackfish came out.
Okay.
I was going to be an animal trainer at SeaWorld.
Yeah, you were.
I have a psychology degree with a minor in theater. I'm ready to rock with sea lions. That was I was all in for that. I went to SeaWorld camp and
I remember
9
yes.
years. Could I swim properly? No.
For real?
Swimming's hard.
Don't tell me that. I was a diver.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know you're like
Little
extra
Mermaid over here.
I mean, I can swim, but to take the swim test was a lot. I still had a lot of growth there.
Gotcha.
So could I have done it? Sure, but they also.
I took this training with the Navy to work on private yachts. Training you have to do to be able to work on.
Oh my gosh, below deck.
Yeah. But I never actually worked on one because they don't want you to be in relationships. They don't want you to have any connections so that you are feeling homesick and stuff while you're out working on these chartered boats. And we're doing the pool test where we have to, go off the high dive. And being a diver, I bounced off of it. And he's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. But I think part of the pain, I think, with the friendship part, like we were talking about, is the unrealized potential of who I thought I was going to be, who I thought they were going to be. Mm-hmm. So it's again, that unrealistic expectations of put onto either the other person or yourself, and what that creates, and then leading into, unrealized potential within yourself.
I've been struggling with that a lot lately.
What?
Maybe it's just a midlife crisis. But
both of our husbands were like, are you having a midlife crisis?
So mine straight up told me I'm going through a midlife crisis, and that's fine. He knows me well. But I also feel like as you've been going through your ADHD diagnosis, I was diagnosed in middle school. Mm-hmm. And took medication for a little bit and then never again. And so I never really thought about it beyond that.
Got treated for
never got treated. Never. We just stopped talking. It was just gone. We don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Not that we don't talk about it. It's just it was just never talked about again.
Right.
So Did I struggle in school? Absolutely. I went to college. I didn't finish college. I was an art major. I really wanted to make music videos and direct and produce them. I tried multiple times to get an internship with DC and like the skate videos that they were doing at the time, and could never get in. Like, I've got multiple emails from them in my Hotmail that I do not have access to anymore. But that was what I wanted. And then I couldn't focus in college.
Yeah.
And I wasn't doing well. So then you have some, oh, that's not art. And I'm like,
right.
Art is subjective. I also didn't care for most of my teachers in Norman, Oklahoma. I'm like, we're in Norman, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I probably should have gone to art school in another state or city. I only applied to OU. Like, that was just how it was.
Right.
I was also, it was like I was in my first relationship with my first love. So I think I didn't think about myself and my future. And just, this was it.
You didn't know what you didn't know.
No. And going to school, doing this, and just not succeeding in it, but still loving art and being an artist and loving doing editing and filming and things like that. I still love all that.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been able to pay attention to it. I wish I would have. I mean, they just threw us in a room and like figure out this editing software. We're not going to show you how to use it.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure it out with each other. Yeah, and we didn't have, YouTube videos to go and look at the time. This is how
you learn how to be beautiful chaos.
Exactly. So now as an adult and like really thinking more and more about my past and my education and being burnt out in my career and wanting to look at other careers, it's like,
yeah,
damn, where could I have been? No one's gonna hire me in the film industry because I'm a chef.
Yeah.
Even though I do this on my own, and I'm a very fast learner, hire me. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I lost this potential that I could have been. But at the same time, I don't want to ever take away what I have, because then I wouldn't have my husband and my kids.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to lose that.
Right.
So it's like, where would I have been, but how would that have shifted
so many other
what
things.
I have now?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, marketing found me. I wasn't looking for restaurant marketing. It found me.
That wasn't your career?
It wasn't?
Oh my God. Part of feeling like, where could we have been in our lives and our careers? I think another piece of it is comparing where we are in our lives to
others.
Mm-hmm. And I think you definitely went through that for a while with
getting married at 41.
But look back at all the others.
40.
If you would have married any of them,
oh my gosh,
right?
We would either they and me, we would both be miserable.
Exactly. You probably wouldn't be married.
No.
But I know it was hard for you seeing your friends finding people and getting married.
It was hard always being the bridesmaid.
Never the bride.
Never the bride. I can't tell you how many bouquets I caught in weddings. And then I would have somebody go up to me and the father of the bride being like, when's it gonna be your turn? I'm like, I gotta get a boyfriend first. Someone just broke up with me. Literally happened. And that's why at my wedding I didn't throw a bouquet, because I knew.
I was wondering why you didn't. I like that though. I like what you did.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that was the reason.
Because it irked me every wedding I went to.
Interesting.
That, all the single ladies come out. Who's single?
Yeah.
And I've been to some weddings where there's a lot, and then I've been to some where there's two. Yeah. and I'm trying to duck and not catch the bouquet, but it just comes after you anyway.
I still like, sorry to just steal it from you, but I still like the key thing we did for Eric, where all of the ladies had to give back their key.
That was cute.
And it was all the, like, single ladies.
Yes.
And then it was all, like, you know, our married ladies, and then it was, like, the moms.
Yes.
And then it was the grandmas, and then it was all the gay men.
It was so cute.
It was so
adorable.
Cute. I loved that.
I did too. It was a good moment.
So there's ways to do it in a fun way.
Yeah.
But I know, I understand that.
For me, like, I gave my bouquet to my mom, and then I gave my sister's bouquet because she was the maid of honor to my stepmom.
Yeah.
And because I wanted them to both be recognized. So
I would say, you know, we've talked about hard things in life, losing friendships, losing, you know, who we thought we were going to be.
Boundaries with family, friends.
Mm-hmm. Those things. And we're still going to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's never going to stop.
No.
That's life. So how do we move forward? How do we deal with disappointment without going through self-destruction?
I was going to say cry, but you said without self-destruction.
I'm going to just go curl up into a little fetal position in the corner and cry while I rock myself.
Yes. Yes.
No.
No?
No, that's... No.
Binging
No.
TV shows. And... Damn it.
So when, you know, things are going to fall apart, we're going to take it personally. It's going to happen. We're human.
Yeah. We take it, we blame ourselves, we shame ourselves.
Mm-hmm. One book I always like to go back to, and I introduced it to you and multiple of my friends, is The Four Agreements.
So good.
By Miguel Ruiz. And I love it because it's very much in that mindset of, like, Buddhism, like, everything has a connection, but that we need to understand and remember that the only person we can ever control is ourselves. Mm-hmm. We need to be impeccable with our word. We need to, you know, don't take things personally. It's easier said than done. And it's definitely something you have to work on daily. But, you know, that's my reset. When I know I'm just falling and I don't know where it's going to end, I'll reread that book.
Yeah.
And reset myself. I think a reset is always important because we will, even with having your, you know, little tricks of the trade to get through your personal journaling.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
And my giant sticky notes.
Yeah, we can have all the things, but we're still gonna stumble.
Yeah.
And we need to remember that we're human. Like, that's going to happen. We've got to be gracious to ourselves, but at the same time, like, we need to avoid the spiral of shame and the blame and the burnout.
Yeah, I think this has been a painful lesson for me, is going back to you can only control yourself. I took that way past into, you know, the other side of the pendulum where I was down on myself.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, like, oh, why didn't you do that? Or, oh, you shouldn't have said that. Or, oh, don't think like this. Think like this. And that's not serving you. And, oh, that's ugly. Like, hide that. And how do you want to show up? Be that person. And I wasn't holding boundaries up. I wasn't kind to myself. Mm-hmm. And then it turned into I legit hated myself. Legit. And
I'm really sorry. Too legit to quit just got in my head. And there's my defense mechanism.
Mechanism.
Mechanism is it's getting too hard. Let's crack jokes.
We got deep. We struck a nerve.
Because you're too legit.
I am. Supposed to be here.
You are.
I am. I hated myself, and I hated that I hated myself, and knew that that's not what I was supposed to do. And it was spiral after spiral after spiral after spiral. And I stuffed everything down, and that we don't realize how much that affects your body.
Yeah.
And your health. I'm actually reading a book right now called Your Body Keeps the Score.
Oh.
And I'm in the beginning of it, but it's basically like all the trauma that we hold on to. You know, maybe we'll stuff it down and ignore it, just like Vietnam vets, right? They had a ton of trauma, and then that's how we figured out PTSD was a thing, because of what they were going through. They were literally stuffing it down. It happened months, years ago, whatever, and then something would trigger an outburst, and they thought it was schizophrenia at first, and you just don't understand what's going on behind the curtain.
Yeah.
With people. I uncovered stuff in therapy that I had forgotten about. I didn't even know it was there. I remember it now, like, but I had never thought of it again since it happened.
Yeah.
And I had like these flashbacks come back.
I'll get on, Instagram, where somebody I'm following around kind of mental health issues and things like that. And it's, are these symptoms that you have, it's a defense mechanism.
Right.
And one that popped up was, you don't remember a lot of your childhood. And I'm like, oh, I really don't. I don't remember a lot of my childhood.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It
Just
is.
to think about, I'm like, I don't know how to. I think my brother-in-law went down to, South America somewhere, some trip he did, and, there's probably, natural drugs involved where he did a trip session or something, and to remember himself from his youth and stuff.
The ayahuasca.
What? Yeah, probably something like that. I've never actually asked him about it. I should.
You should.
But I don't see that as the journey I want to go on.
I do.
No, that's good. It can just stay over there. And that's maybe part of me is let's just move forward. I don't want to think about the past.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to look ahead instead of behind, because that's the direction we're going.
And you have to be careful, though.
Right.
Because then
the back can come up and bite me in the butt,
and you don't even. It comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
You don't realize how much the past plays.
Oh yeah.
Into your present.
Just see how much I continue to grow through this whole process of the podcast.
Right.
And talking to people in a year, where will you and I be?
I know.
2 years, 3 years.
This is created because I was looking for something like this, because I was looking for. I just noticed fear was around everywhere, and would try to search for how to reconnect with people in the times that we were in, and I could find a TED Talk or a Today Show segment that was all neatly packaged, but I couldn't find real conversations from people who have lived it. This is not your therapist podcast, people.
No, I think this is how you and I are dealing with those issues and not allowing ourselves to spiral is by talking about it.
Yeah.
Putting it out there.
Yeah. I've always been there's somebody out there that has been through this. Where are they? And I try to find them, and I can't. Or I find a book, and it's, perfectly packaged, like I said before, or they, the self-help gurus with the courses that you can take or whatever.
Yeah, I think there's so much from generations before us too that we don't talk about this. Therapy was seen as, being weak.
Right.
And now it's in our generation and younger as a strength to go and talk about these things.
Still in process, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think the idea of mental health and getting help, the idea is changing, but I also don't think that there's a lot of people that talked about it because it wasn't something you talked about.
Right.
And I think to make sure we don't go down that spiral is we got to put it out there. We got to talk about it.
Yeah.
We got to talk about the hard things, because it's just going to start this conversation that this is where we bring in other people now.
Right.
Who are also going through hard times.
Well, and the reason why, like, I was listening back in some of the episodes and I was like, man, we're really, like, nitty gritty diving into some of the darkness here. Like, are we focusing too much on the problem? But I think because we focus so much on the solution that not everybody who's going through the problem feels completely seen or heard. And that's why, like, we're not pulling any punches here. We will dive. If you're getting tired of a subject we're talking about, we get it. Like, yeah, we're hitting it ad nauseum because we're getting down to the depths of it. You can fast forward. That's all right. We'll get to, what the other
you
side
might miss
looks
something
like.
funny that we say, but
It's too legit.
but we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because who else?
Because nobody else does.
Right. And to go, I'm going to bring it in.
Oh, shit.
My favorite quote.
Oh.
From the Transplants.
Yes.
And it has been my favorite quote since I heard it. This song is from 2001. It's called DJ DJ by the Transplants. And the quote has always made a huge impact to me. But I'm like, how can I make this? How can I be this person? But it's give me the chance to shine and I'll blind the world. Mm-hmm. Take a stand and be the voice of those who cannot be heard. And that's what we're doing. Like, not everybody's okay with talking about these things. And that's...
we're making a lot of people uncomfortable. We're uncomfortable, P.S.
I have my emotional bag of gummy worms over here.
I have my emotional pillow.
How many times have I shifted in my seat? My Diet Coke. But...
someone's tallying it right now.
Right. Someone needs to be able to start the conversation.
I think because I've always wanted someone to say this, to tell me, like, what I was thinking, feeling. All the darkness is normal.
It is.
It's normal until the point of...
people don't want to talk about it because it's uncomfortable.
Right.
And so that's where you make it seem like there's something wrong with you.
You can't ignore it.
Yeah. Oh, am I wrong?
Yes. And if you live in that and you stay in that, quit thinking that, be positive, be happy.
Yeah.
If you live in that, then you're not going down a healthy road. You have to acknowledge the darkness just as much as the light.
Oh, agreed. And we'll just be the ones that pave this pathway.
We're going to start with our friends first.
We are going to start with our friends.
That's the most comfortable. We're trying to dip our toe in this, guys.
So we're going to be bringing in two of our good, close girlfriends to talk about a lot of the same things that we've talked about, because obviously with us being all really good friends, we talk to each other nonstop about these things we're going through.
Right.
And we do have a common ground, and these are things that we all do have in common. So we're going to have our own series for them called The Fear We Wear, and they're going to talk about imposter syndrome, the fear of not being enough, the things that we've talked about, but it's their version.
Yeah.
No version is
no one is the same. That's just like, we look at the world differently.
Yeah.
Like, just you and I, like, our take on different situations, we noticed that we've been the opposite.
Yeah.
But similar in some ways. And I mean, we have friends because we relate to them and they see us, and we all share the struggles together. We're all open and honest about it. So we have a plan to have more guests on, but we definitely need help getting the word out there. I'm not P.S. Here's a fear that we're going to come off as this podcast that's all girls and we don't have to talk to guys. Well, I've been talking to guys. Some guys are interested, but they're a little more cautious about getting on until they hear the episodes first.
Yeah. And I've got some guys that are all interested.
We want all perspectives.
We do. Because it's not one-sided.
No. I don't care what political ideology, I don't care what religion you are. Like, we want... There's common ground among all of us.
This is a safe, judgment-free zone.
It is.
Mm-hmm. where we can talk about the fears in life.
As long as you're open, we're open.
Yeah.
And that's that.
This is the end of our introductory series of Am I Enough? Now, do you feel like you're enough?
No.
But are we going to try?
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm enough yet.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
I
that.
learned that one in therapy.
I'm going to work at being enough every time we're having one of these episodes.
I think even if you don't feel like you're enough, like you didn't show up the way you thought you were going to be, however, I thought my hair and makeup and I was not going to wear a hat today, and then but this is the only way we could get this recorded.
This has been a good introductory to who we are.
If this helps one person, I feel like that's enough.
We have all the socials.
Yes. We're going to post them all on the website, useyourfear.com.
We have YouTube. We have a Patreon, so please, go there and share us with friends. Share us with people that you feel like would also benefit from this podcast. We're looking for all the stories.
We are.
We're never going to have them all. Mm-mm. But there's a lot out there.
Is that it?
Yeah, thank you for
That's
joining
the end of the
us.
episode?
That's it.
All right. Well, love you guys.
Love you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Use Your Fear podcast.
Oh, great. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Wanna hear you go.